Bears at 10-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
And the Bears.
On the handoff, it's Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Achane. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Williams. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Eric Barnes on the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to
from the gun. Here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff now looks to throw. To the left side, he finds Tesla. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. More on Lions.
Goff now to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shamar Turner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play action. Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
To the air, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. It's complete to Williams. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Going right back to Wilson.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him?
Michael Wilson from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A little juke. Now a hit and a loose football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Tyleik Williams on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. That was thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play and one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down.
Looking to throw. Williams.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Line 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
To throw is Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Pass complete to Lovely.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 35 now.
Throwing is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Play action. It's gone.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. From the 20, here's second and 9.
Isaiah Pacheco. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now Goff. He's got it to Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 47. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
is the 37 on third down. Here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Goff.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Bates' kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The Charles, a very uninspired effort the last.
There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Able to slither by.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this to Pickens.
Touchdown, Chicago!
George Pickens,
33 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead on a bit further.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
and don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Now you got to think he's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back into 28. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Goff. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
13 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's gone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Goff now looks to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Gain of 24 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll go play action here with Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. To throw, Williams. Open man down the field, that's Burden.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this offense on third down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Williams. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
To the air once more, Williams. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On third down, Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's January 4th. Are we still within the range we can say Happy New Year? Well, Happy New Year. This is it. Week 18. Everything to play for. Let's roll. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the home team running back. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Steelers finish at 5-12. Big changes forthcoming, but they do get the win here in Week 18. Next up, it's the rematch of last year's NFC title game. Commanders-Eagles from the Link in Philly. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the man who won the Triple Crown as a receiver last year, Ja'Marr Chase. One of his 3 first-half touchdown catches, he's been almost impossible to stop. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good effort there from Javon Dexter. He drops him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Play action. It's Goff. Open man here is Conklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Tyler Conklin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Headed straight. It's a fumble. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, deep around base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
A 6-yard pickup.
Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
A gain of 6. That's another Detroit Lions.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Once more, it's the fullback hand. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Goff on third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bates' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Shifts by him. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
Looking to put a drive together.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away.
And here comes Dortch on the return.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on third down. Gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will not be enough. On third and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Back at his own 49.
Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They are going for it. Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup.
Williams being motioned left.
The Bears' 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Goff.
Over the middle, he's got it to throw.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's third and 3.
And it's third down.
try for the first with Pacheco.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires. We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
How much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
The Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw, Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back to the ground, Achane. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Detroit getting set to go now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Open man, that's too slow.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Gain of 17 yards. And
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
3 more yards. That's another TD. Detroit Lions. First down. It's a gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit Lions. First down.
Here's Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Bates' kick is good.
And that lead is back down to 9 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and 3.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
George Pickens. A gain of 2. Makes it 3rd and 11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, back to Achane.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
It's now second and 6.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
To the air, Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
This to Reporter, right side.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
From the 41, here's second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Goff.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 26.
Again, running right, Achane. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
After the interception, here's Goff.
From the 35, here's a second down and 9.
Goff now to throw. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
That is caught.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing again is Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 107 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are right back in this football game. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
From his goal line here, Goff. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And he fields it cleanly. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter.
Looking to put a drive together.
And off to Achane to begin the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, give downs here out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Throwing is Williams.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Achane.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Williams from the gun on third down.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Lions. First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jeremiah
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
To the left side, he finds Tesla.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 4 yards.
Goff.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Goff throwing again.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Isaiah Pacheco. 10 yards on the pick.
Goff now looking to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's across midfield to the
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
7-yard line.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2nd and 5.
Laporta. A gain of 5.
Goff now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
A gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
Now Goff.
That's complete right side. It's to Slaw.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here's Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
To the air again. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
so for the Bears,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this.
I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Dallas Multipass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it.